So last time I recorded was quite a few months ago. The last thing I finished was Curious Lipstick after a very long battle with the different cycle lengths. And I think it's been at least 9 months, maybe 10. So I'm definitely rusty, but let's go through Universal Solvent. Wish me luck. I must have done this already. Annotaze. When I was in university, I had so many ideas. It's almost nice in a way to have just one now. Do you feel it too? A sense as though I were being guided along a path towards some inevitability? A shame that no one will ever know about how I made the universal solvent under great duress with only the barest of ingredients. Perhaps someone will tell the story one day. It seems rather unlikely. The whole point of making this is so there won't be any evidence left behind. It looks like I started barely. Wow. This makes these two. This makes the center. This makes the outside color bits. And then this is everything else. Excellent. And we have to make tin, which is quick, thank goodness. Wow. I'm not really sure where to start. We'll take it one step at a time and do the making this into tin first. I think this will be large enough to spin over here without it being an issue of hitting it. I can't believe I'm already getting into trouble with cycle times. And I just started. Oh no. I just want this to take its time. Already. I clearly haven't learned my lesson. When starting the transmutation engine, all instruction sequences are automatically padded so they have the same period as the longest instruction sequence in the solution, which ensures that all arms are kept in sync. By placing a period override instruction at the end of an instruction sequence, the period of the solution can be artificially increased. This is rarely needed, but can be useful if a solution is repeating too quickly, causing collisions or other conflicts. Maybe this is the wrong spot to start at. No, this seems right somehow. If this I guess it could start anywhere, right? And extends out and then comes back, picks it up, extends at once, and then comes back. It seems a little bit far if this is where I want it to stop. And we want the bonds to go this way in a straight line. And then we need something to swing this here, something to pull it or push it this way, push or pull, probably pull, and then attach this one on the other side. Is there a way to make it any more efficient? If we put this here, I think it gets in the way. Oh, it definitely does. It doesn't. Solid. Okay, so far we have this thing coming up and we have our first, our first connection, our first bond. What can we do with it next? We want to get this out of the way and get this attached to this side. I said I wanted to have it pulled. But what if it just picked it up and swung it over and we can pull this out? So far, so good. I've picked this up a little faster than I expected it to, but I'm also ready to erase everything and just chalk this up to being remembering what I'm doing. Like, how do I get this here now? I don't think I can do it without it being in the way. It's like definitely an awkward spot. Because now it'll get stuck no matter where it goes. Once 5, let's go. Six can push it forward. If this is the reset point, and it goes 1 to the left, right? It goes clockwise a little bit early and then picks it up. Then it can reset itself, pick up, and add this. I think it'll end up colliding. Let's see. Does this work if I just add in something artificial to make it wait? Not really. What if I move it super far out? It kind of worked. I know this is going to get me in trouble because this is what messed me up last time. But part of it is so tempting to just let it be. How did I never come up with this artificial pause before? That was incredible. And it seems more controllable for just this line. Wow. I know I talked about a fresh brain in my first playthrough, but boy, talk about a fresh brain. That's kind of insane. How did I not think about that before? Okay, things are going way too smoothly. Is the last level super easy? I'm getting a little hungry. Maybe it's time to eat my words. Alright, let's just add this before I make another incredible joke. This ends here, and I'm assuming it would start again. Watch this also mess me up later because of the timing. So far, so good. Now it looks like this. While this is being made, hopefully the next part of the strategy would be to make the other sections at the same time. This is going to be swung up from here. Maybe I want it to extend. So if I make any more in this area, I want to make sure that these squares stay unoccupied. This is hotkey 2. So it's these ones. So that they end up not swinging into something. I'm assuming it's these ones too. And that way I can keep making this without worrying about, worrying about some sort of collision with other molecules here. Molecules? Now I really don't know what I'm playing. Is it molecules? Elements? Whew. Whoops. Glyph? Reagent? That's not it. Okay. What's my next strategy? We don't need any more inner connections because I think these two are the only two that have been made so far. I need to make an air, earth, and a water fire and have them connect this way. Hopefully the last salt will be easy, but maybe we can use one. I think we only get one wheel is the deal. Yeah. So I'm not sure. How we're gonna attach this in a way that's reasonable. And they totally did it in a way that's like kind of annoying. Because the fire, they're on opposite sides. The fire, the water, and then what is this? The air and the earth. How does this work again? I'm going to aim to do this bottom part first. And make this pair. And then worry about how it's going to be attached up here. Planning ahead, I know that we can't have the whole product get stuck either. Both of these are going to be made down here and then attached. And then the other problem is that these two would then be made, the water and the fire, down here. Oh wow, well that didn't work really quickly. I want to see if we can have 6 re-grip from the center and then be the part that's spinning the whole thing. I'm not sure if the timing is going to work out or if it would be better for another gripper to take over as like the centerpiece for this last spiral or not. Six then grabs this and then swings it out and goes 1, 2, where it's at its max peak. Maybe it could re-grip from here. So release, go 1 more out, re-grip it, and then fully extend. Let's see. If this is the case, if this is what we end up wanting to do, everything would need to be built over here. I don't know if that's the best choice. It does have room. These 2 and these 2 can be swung up from the top and the bottom. Or swung from the bottom, twisted, and then swung from the bottom. That might be the way to go. To keep the directionality of it so that this final thing can be swung up here at some point. Let's stick with that for now. Whatever I've done to 8 so far, and 7, was just to remind myself how the wheel worked. If this swings like this, if this is a bonding site and this is a bonding site, it would auto put these here, and this will already have been bonded down here. This is the goal setup. Now, how to get what we want into here? I think the water and the fire are the ones that are the easiest for me to see. Plus, if we go by avatar rules, with water, fire, earth. These are the ones we want first anyway. Water, fire, earth, air. Fuck. Putting it here hopefully won't get in the way of anything else. How is it gonna get from here to here? Let's move. This section a little further this way. And one can go from here. That won't work. Pick it up, transmute it, or what's the word? Duplicate. Oh, it is transmute. Nice. It'll pick it up, transmute it, and drop it here. Let's see if we can get that going the way we want it to. One, two, three. And then let's get the other one in here. And change the number. 10 is a good finishing type of number anyway. We want to get it from here to there. We might want to track. If I can remember correctly, it's cheaper to have a one track than the piston arm. Can it swing, or is it gonna hit this one? I think it might. Whoops, I didn't even grab a salt. Oh, wow. Hits in the same spot. That's awesome. That means that now they're resetting at the same speed. That's awesome. And then if we have 10 pick it up, I guess here. I see. It's so funny. I almost said like, this shouldn't happen here, or we shouldn't build anything in this space, because if I do, then it'll get hit by 6 coming through. Funny that. Do I remake this, but up here? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So now I have this set up on the top side so that it doesn't get wrecked by the side down here. These come together. And then my problem now is that when it swings up, it isn't quite what I want. Now we don't want it to release, we want it to extend twice. It extends, let's go. Comes back to grab it. Whoops. Wow. That's perfect. And with the way that it's extending, these are now also off limits. This is made again, which is great, because once this is done, 7 can swap around 3 times, and it should be good to repeat itself. I'm not sure if it'll be done manually or not, but the other one was ready. We just need another thing like this to flip it around. Let's see if this is in the way of a collision. Nice. So it should be here when 11 could pick up. Or maybe it'll just swap it around. And we just need it to flip around. That's great. We just need to adjust the timing of when the wheel happens. That's came together really easily. Okay, so this needs to happen way earlier. Oh wait, it's not 3. It actually only needs to swipe once. Let's be careful and actually watch it this time. It's actually good to move like right away. And now it's ready for the next one. I think I will do it manually because it needs to go back. And it's it's not a symmetrical amount. Once it has to move once, one way, and once another. I don't think that'll be consistent enough for what we want. I have it set up so it'll go right after. And then once it passes this, it can go back to its original position. These can be artificially brought out a little bit so that it has time to flip this around. Whoops, that's what's wrong. Let's see if we can bring this back. This has to be repeated as well. Whoa. I think this is what we want. Not quite, but almost. I need the starting state to be the other way around, but I think that this is it. Ooh. Tricky. It's like they knew I was gonna do this. We need to rotate this pair before it gets thrown on. It feels like this soul's second half is independent enough that it should be fine. Because it's the right shape. The first one can happen as is. And this has some time to spare while this middle section is being created. We'll figure out this timing. But this is when 10 will throw it into the thing, which can also be changed. I'm trying to think of a way to do it without adding another gripper. We could just extend this one, and I think that that would be enough to flip the thing around. 8 will come down. Once and grab it here. I think if it releases it, goes down the track once more, I think it'll be facing this way. If
I think there's a
10 does it one
collision
more
if this
time,
happens.
that means green will be on this.
Let's give it a shot.
If we
I
flip
think we
it
have
straight down,
8 do
green
all
is
of
the
it.
further one. We want it to be the closer one.
This will be holding
and it
on
actually
to
doesn't need to
the
be readjusted.
green one. I think in this
But this is the
position,
orientation that we
think
would
it'd be
want it to
3.
be in.
you would have to have
Oh,
it can only move it once.
out.
Let's see how it is now.
Oops, 10 missed something. Damn, this should be easy from here, I think. 11. It just needs to be readjusted. Where can it go from here? Well, it can't go down. We've learned that lesson. I think I've trapped it. Unless I can get the whole system to pause just at the right time, where 11 swings this out, then I think we have a problem. Let's see if this spot works for right now. Oh no, it adds an extra bond and hits 6. I'll take that. I honestly think it's gonna collide here at some point after I was like, oh no, we shouldn't put anything here. Crap, what am I trying to do now? I'm just gonna keep on moving as if this is perfectly fine and there's no way that this would be a bad idea. Is this exactly what we want? 1 all the way through. Green. Do. That's awesome. Oh, it feels so close though. Can this go? I want to see if we can stop it here instead. This is a bad spot. So we can just do 2. I just wanted it to stop here so I could figure out what I want to do with this. It needs to go through now we have it in a good state. It's here. The 12 can throw this on. We might even want to move it down here so that at the end, like, I don't know how this is gonna look. In terms of it being like submitted as an answer. Because right now 12 is in a bad spot for that. Unless I use yet another arm, which might be the case. Because I don't think there's a way for 11 to reach it from here. Not super easily. We'll have this set up over here instead. Let's see how this goes. I just realized that 11 can go one earlier. That's not the right angle. It's the right timing, not the right angle. This has to happen 6 times. Is this right? Has to happen one more time. What if we have $12 submitted? Let's get it. I think that could be it. have to be over here somewhere. Now the only thing left is to see if there's any collisions. Wow, I cannot believe. Let's just see before I get too excited. That was awesome. Oh my god. That's crazy. The cycles were slightly below median, slightly above area. Maybe it was a really easy end puzzle, but boy, I could not be happier that it was an easier one. Whew. Yeah. Because, you know, with work or whatever else is going on, it's taken me a while to get through the series. And I can't believe that. Yeah. I only finished editing the last episode recently, but it was because I'd played so much in a row and decided to bulk edit all of it that it's taken a while. But also it's like the time into it. I don't think I predicted how much time it would take to be editing them. I think it'd be way easier to just upload it immediately without editing any of it in terms of the time. But there's just a lot that can be cut out, especially in this kind of video game. Hell yeah. Let's see if it's actually the last puzzle or if I just kind of made it up, but solid. I'm about to dissolve the transmutation engine itself. We must be sure every piece of the plan is set. As far as I can ascertain, we are ready. Niles has taken the packages. Clara is set for her stunning debut. And are you truly ready? I should be the one asking you. There's no choice. It must go. All of it. Then, good riddance. Yes, let's go. No time for talk. We're at the abandoned tiller shop, the downriver quarters, with Varen, Rivari, and Anataeus. Surprise, I found you, hiding out in this rotting hovel like the rat you are. You bastard of an alchemist, don't think I don't know every part of your plot, and the names of all of your accomplices, too. I'll have to admit, it was a decent plan. Everyone at the ball was quite shocked. And then, Lady Soria's confused look, her biggest eyes. My lipstick? Why, it was a gift from Kovan alchemists. Luckily, House Kovan's guards are no match for me. I'll explain it all to them later, once I return with your head. The funny thing is, the assassination of Taras Kovan and the collapse of his family hardly even matter to me. Taras was an idiot, easily beguiled by promises of riches and wealth, and his house didn't deserve to be in his hands. In fact, the attack on House Van Tassen was entirely my idea. I simply planted the seed in his impressionable mind. And why did I do it? Let me ask you a question in return. Imagine if Van Tassen's had worked for you instead of the other way around. If you had been in charge, wouldn't you have won that battle with your superior knowledge and tactics? Wouldn't you have what you wanted? So, why weren't you? The houses are weak after centuries of decadence. They didn't deserve what they have. But we do, by the very fact that we can take it from them. I'll rule House Kovan easily enough once I'm cleared of the assassination you tried to pin on me. The damage from the explosions will have to be repaired too, of course. I'm generous. You can get what remains of House Van Tassen. Then we can simply evenly divide the other houses between us as we overtake them. Why do you think? I'm what's wrong with you? Why aren't you saying anything? Is that no? You're not even here. You've already gone. I get it. Ha! Good one, Anateus. Good one, yes. Ha ha ha. My plans, my opus magnum. Concealed letter. Dear C and A, I don't know if this letter will reach you, but I thought I would try regardless. Occasionally, Niles is able to impress me. I wanted to express my sincere thanks to you both. I know that what you did was not for my sake, but your work and your actions benefited me nonetheless. I owe you that recognition at least. The coming days are dangerous, ones as ambitious powers rush to fill the vacuum left by the fall of House Van Tassen and the collapse of House Kovan. But in truth, the game itself has not changed at all, only the players. I offer you the protection of House Soria if you ever feel you need it or had an interest in joining us. But my sense of it is that you've had more than your fill of the city's battles and intrigues. When I picture you now, I imagine you've set off a journey somewhere very far from here. Safe travels, Clara. Opus Magnum. Solid. Yeah. I'm not sure where I go from here, but this game was pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. I'm super relieved that the last puzzle was easy enough for someone like me who's been away from it for a while. In terms of the whole let's playing thing, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll upload as I want to, because it's been a cool little side project. But it looks like there's an extra part. The appendix. Fontenelle's alchemical observations. The production alchemy. Let's look at the foreword. Fontenelle's alchemical observations. A foreword. Given the way alchemical engineers work today, it is easy to forget that most of the important alchemical devices in history were created under the constraint of a severely limited space. Working with miniaturized production models, transmutation engines is sometimes called production alchemy. And though interest in this particular approach has waned over the years, it remains an important part of the alchemical engineer's work. That is why I have endeavored here to give some examples of the alchemical machines I have encountered in situ in my travels in and around the city, specifying only reagents and products for which clever alchemists study this book will prepare their own solutions. Augustine Fontenelle. Sweet. I think this is the journal they were talking about after. I know that someone had brought it up while I was going through all of this. I guess if I ever do this, I'll record it and throw it into the Let's Play. But I think that would be all but a bonus. We'll see where this all goes, or if I end up uploading something completely different. But it's been a cool project. Thanks for hanging around if you have. And yeah, see you soon. Eventually, maybe. Cool. Bye.